Jonathan Santois. In French, it's Jonathan Santois. For my nickname, it's the same. So when I go to London and they say my nickname is Jackal, and I was like, huh? Me? It's Jackal. And when I go to Spain, Austria, and also France, it's Jackal. And for me, it's more Jackal, the right pronunciation. But every time I see an English player, I always say Jackal, because it's more easier for him. And so it's me that I do the effort to recognize the two pronunciations. Media Rage, it's a fast character, a woman with blonde hair and blue eyes, and that's all. It's an Okizeme character, like a vortex that always does a combo. I play casual when I was 6 years old on Street Fighter 2. And then when I started to play more seriously, it was Guilty Gear Accent Core at the beginning. So it's now 7 years that I play the game seriously, and I always play Guilty Gear a lot more than any other game. I was very disappointing about me, because it's not the first time that I finished second, and I wanted the trophy. It was a beautiful trophy, and I'm very disappointing about me because I wanted to play another playstyle. I always change my playstyle, but this one I was hoping it was the right playstyle. That was a much better playstyle compared to my previous one. I think so, but it didn't work. So I was like very disappointing by the result, by what I was thinking. So yeah. No, I play him recently. I think 1 month or 2 months ago. I see him during the online because it's one of his first tournaments in Guilty Gear. And I lost against him like a bit by 2, and then I win. Then I stopped playing, and I was like, wow. I didn't expect to see that. Like most of the time, it's an old player, that beat me, show me, yeah. And for the first time, it was a new player, and I was like, oh, one of the new player beat me, and was like, yeah, I don't know, so bad. Oh yes, it's pretty big for France. No, there is tournaments around France, like 5 tournaments every year. You see. If you go to, for example, the UK, you have 1 or 2 tournaments for Guilty Gear that is very big, and for Spain it's 1, for Italy it's 1, and for Austria it's 1. For Dutch, Germany, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2, something like that. And every country has a big tournament, but in France we have the Stunfest, we have the Cannes Winter Clash, we have the Republic of Fighter in Paris that do very good efforts. So yeah, there is a huge competitive, for Guilty Gear in France. Yeah. Easily Allion. Easily. He plays Elfet. He's a very smart player, knows how to take the full potential of a character. So yeah, it's very difficult to beat players with so much quality. Yeah, easily, I think so. Maybe I have wrong, because in Germany there is some strong player, in Russia too, so maybe I didn't play every player in Europe, but I think Allion is no, because you see there is this male player, so for me it's a new challenge. But I didn't define me like the second best, because I know that some old players were better than me and they stopped playing, but for me they are better than me. So still I didn't do amazing performance. For me it's not, it's very, very good, it's okay. But amazing, like they do like air throw, the burst, something like that. When I will master all these techniques, I can say I am the second best. But for me, I am not. For me, there is still some very strong player. Like in Austria, I love King Rasta for his defense, very strong. I know there is a huge chip in Germany. I know that Baiku didn't play in France, but it was very amazing Venom, very consistent. And for me, it's like, I feel like I have a lot to learn compared to these players. The next one will be the Stunfest. Unfortunately, I wanted to go to the north of Europe. I did not remember which one, maybe Destination Fight. I don't know if Frankfurt is before, but I still looking at the event. Maybe if there is a Japanese player for Guilty Gear, and maybe I will change my mind at the last minute. But for the moment, I am sure that it will be the Stunfest. Yeah, how I feel. I think it's very good right now because in the previous game it was very down and nobody wants to play a lot like that. And now I see that P-Cube decided to release the game. I see that in London they want to do a lot of anime, tournaments, want to do very great. So. And also in Spain, I know that they are more about Blaze Blue, but rather than Guilty Gear, but they are still like every time I say I want to come, the community is here to help me, and also for Italy. So for me, I think the community is very linked together, so it's okay. And also with the new, how do you say that in English? Social network, this kind of to talk together. Now I can easily see every tournament in the Europe. Like I know, and every time someone say, yes, there is a tournament here for anime game or for Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, or anything like that, someone return it. It's a London player. If I remember, it's Frost or D.E.S. That do that, and every time I'm like, oh, I love that. It's like they do a lot of effort. So in the previous game, it was more difficult to see every tournament. I go to the club, but I don't see everything. Now everybody can talk together, and it's much more stronger.